Gyronix.
Okay, so we'll be making the modeling plate number 1. So let's close this first. We'll be using the template for metric. So this one with the ISO. So double click or click open. So first, let's create a layer. Okay, so let's name this as G line for guideline. And the color is, I will use this light color, okay, color 11. Another theme or another layer is dim, so I will color it blue. Okay, so this one 151. Okay, so 2 layers. By the way, you can download the modeling plate reference file. So check the description below. You can download it on my GitHub account. Okay. Okay, so let's create first the rectangle. I will only snap. So I like to snap it in the grid points. Okay, so let's say this one. We'll select this corner, and of course letter D, dimension. So the length is 220, enter. The width is 140. Okay, so enter. Then just click in that area. Next, I will offset this by 10. So this is base. This dimension is based on the given model. Okay, so 10. Offset distance, so I will offset this. Next, we have 4 holes which has distance 25 units from the corner. So I will use my guideline first. Okay, so escape. So let's create a line. I will trace this side. Okay, enter. Then under one, this side. So I will off first this snap. Actually, I will trace all the side since I will be offsetting this side by 25 units. Okay, so let's offset. So offset distance is 25. Enter. Okay, so let's offset this bottom, the top, then the left and right. Okay, so next, let's switch to layer 0. So we'll create a circle. So type C for circle, enter. First, it will ask for the center point. So I will snap in the intersection. Okay, so I don't see the intersection snap. Of course, I will activate. So this one, intersection. Okay, so snap to the intersection, click. Then the next unit is the radius, which is based on the model. That is actually the model uses diameter, which is 10, so which means the radius is 5. Or you can select this option, which is letter D for diameter. Okay, so let's use this one, letter D, enter. So the diameter is 10. Okay, so enter. And next, I can create a circle for the remaining 3 corner, but I would like to use the copy command. Okay, so just type copy, then enter. So select object. So I will select the circle, click, then enter. So next is the reference point or the base point. Of course, I will select the center or the intersection, which is the center of also of the circle. Okay, so click, that is your base point, and snap to the intersection, click. So click and click. Okay, then escape. So next, we have a rectangular box at the center. I would like to draw this outside. So anyway, it depends on how you tackle this model. So first, I would like to create a rectangle. I will on the snap. I will snap this side. This rectangle, letter D, dimension. This rectangle based on the model has a length of 120. Enter. And the width is 60. Then enter. Okay, so I will select this area. Click. The next thing I would like to do is to have that reference point. So I will use my guideline. I will first locate the center of this rectangle. So I will off the snap. Okay, click the snap. So I don't see the midpoint, which means it is not activated. So I will click, okay, this midpoint. Okay, so it is activated now. So as you can see, the triangle, that is your midpoint. So click, then another midpoint. So from left to right, okay, so another midpoint. So this will be the center also of this rectangle. Of course, I will click or locate the center of this rectangle. Okay, next I will move this. Okay, so command move. Enter. Okay, so select object. Of course, I will highlight all of these rectangle. Enter. Then the reference point or the base point. Okay, so click the center, then move. So snap to the center also. Okay. Or you can draw this rectangle directly at the center. So it depends on you. Next is let's switch to layer 0 and let's hide the guideline. So this one we have fillet. Okay, so let's command that fillet. Okay, so select this one. It will ask for object, but first we need to set the radius, letter R. Enter. The radius based on the model is for the outer radius or the outer fillet, that is 20. Okay, so I will type 20. So radius is 20. Enter. Okay, so we have set now the radius. So we'll ask for the first object, of course, either of this side. So I will select this first object. Enter. Or actually do not enter. So another, just click another side. Okay, so that is your fillet. So we'll fillet these remaining 3 corners. For AutoCAD, if you hit enter, the last command to execute will be the current command. So as you can see, it has a fillet and the radius is still 20. Okay, so no need to edit. Okay, so click first object, second. So again, enter. So just click the sides, enter. So just click. Okay. Then the inner fillet, that is radius is 10. Okay, so hit enter. Then this time I will access the radius since I will change the value. Okay, R. Enter, and the radius is 10. Okay, 10. So enter. Okay, so the same, first object, second, enter, first object, second, enter, so first object, second, enter, first object, second. Okay, and next is the middle rectangle is chamfer. So we will type chamfer, hit enter. This one we need the distance, which is 10. Okay, both chamfer distance is 10. So letter D. First chamfer is 10. So second is also 10 based on the model. Okay, so hit this first, second, just like the fillet. Okay, so enter, first, second. So enter. Okay, first, second. Okay. So first, second. Okay, so we're done now with the model. Next is the dimension. Okay, so let's select this one. the dimension layer, go to annotate, then of course first is linear. So let's click this length. Okay, so click another one. Then I would like to turn on my snap to make it uniform. Actually, I will change the snap distance. So just type snap. So current value is 10. I will make it 5. Okay, enter. So again, linear. So I will snap to the endpoint. So this is let's say this one, 220. Actually, I don't like the dimension, so I will edit this one. You can type dim style just like we did in the title block, or just click this tiny arrow. Okay, so that's the shortcut. Okay, so modify. First, let's check. So this one, the vertical line. So I want my text to be centered. Okay. So let's click OK. Actually, you can try and error for this one. Okay, so before the 220 is above the line, now it is centered, and I want some space between this value and the line. Okay, so let's edit that one. Okay, so modify. I think this one, offset from dim line. Let's say 3. Okay, so let's check. That is okay. Okay, so I think okay. So 3. I would like to increase the size of the arrow. Okay, so modify symbols and arrow. Make it bigger. For example, 3. Okay, so click OK and close. Okay, so I think it's good. If you want to extend this extension line, this one, you can extend that. Okay, so let's try to extend. Modify that is in the lines. This one, extension, extend beyond dim lines. Okay, so 3 and click OK. Okay, so it's a little bit longer. I think it's okay now. Okay, so let's continue with the dimension. Next is this inner rectangle. So that is 120. Okay, so this one, actually you can off the snap if you're having hard time to snap to the endpoint. Then just turn it on back. Okay, so we have 60. Then we have 40. Then this one is 25. Okay, so we don't have snap the center. Okay, so I think I can turn off the midpoint. The advice or the advisable number of snap you will be activating is at least 3 or maximum of 3. Okay, so that it will not be hard for you to snap to the object. Okay, so we have center click, this one. Okay, so let's say, and I want this 25. With the ways you can see, the dimension is oriented vertically. I want it all to be horizontal so I can read it clearly. Okay, so let's modify. I think it is in the text, and this one. Okay, text alignment, I want it all to be horizontal. So horizontal, click OK, close. Okay, so okay, 25. So it actually fixed that dimension. So from this point, end point to center, that is 25 also. Okay, so next is the offset distance. This time I will of the, let's say, intersection. Not using that anymore. So midpoint, I will turn it on. Okay, so that I can have dimension here. So that is 10. And another one is the diameter for this one. Okay, so click. Okay, so that is 10. Actually, we can erase this extension line. So let's go to the dimension. Modify. Let's fit. Yes, this one. Draw dim lines between extension lines. So uncheck this one. Okay. So then click OK. So it will remove that extension line. So you have 10 diameter, then the radius for the inner. Okay, so I will off this snap. Then I will turn it back again. Okay, so let's say that one. So another radius. So the purpose I am turning on the snap so that it will be uniform. Okay, the distance of the dimension. And next is, so lastly is this one. This is multi-leader. Okay, the snap. So click this one, then snap to the midpoint, and we can type it manually. Okay, so click, then type chamfer, caps lock. So chamfer is 10 by lowercase, caps lock, 10 by 10. Then close the editor. Okay, so by the way, I forgot to save, so let's save this first. So browse to your folder. Okay, so I will be saving this in the plates folder for my AutoCAD files. So this is modeling plate 1, then save. Okay, so next is we're done. Let's adjust the dimensioning. So we can click this and snap. Okay, so just arrange the dimension. I will turn off the object snap. Okay, so I think it's good. Chamfer. Okay, so now we'll be using our title block. By the way, I will edit this one, so I don't like that dimension this side. So text, this is horizontal first. Vertical, above, outside. Okay, so I like outside. Okay. Okay, so now we will create the or we'll be using the title block to create the printable plate. Okay, so right click, so from template. Okay, then browse to your title block. Okay, the title block you made. So in my case, I name this as Madrona title block. Okay, open, then select title block. Okay, click OK. So this is the title block you inserted. Okay, so click this one. Okay, so I think you remember this title block. So double click inside the viewport. Then as you can see, we cannot see the model. So just type Z for zoom, enter, then extend, okay, letter E. Okay, enter. Then we will turn off the grid. Okay, so just click, and this is now our model. So double click outside, and as you can see, the color blue is okay, not very visible, so we can edit that color. So click to home, layer, so dim. Then let's use, I think so this one 144. So I like this color. Okay, so click OK. Okay, so it's updating now. So close. Actually, the text is a little bit smaller. So let's go back to the model. So annotate dimension. Let's make the text a little larger. So modify. Okay, text tab. So let's say 3. Okay, enter. Okay, then close. So let's check. Okay, so that's okay now. Then let's edit the this one, title. So double click. Okay, so this is modeling plate number 1. You can type your name here. Okay, so for example 1. Okay, then the date, we will be having 12 sheets, so 1 of 12. Then edit the date always. Okay, so next, print, or the term for the AutoCAD is flat. Okay, or Control P, the shortcut. Okay, so browse to what you edit before. So in my case, this one, the PDF, high quality. So click OK. Then browse where you want to save this file. So I will save this in this plates folder. So we'll remove this name. So this is modeling plate 1, save. It will create a PDF file. Okay, so this one. Okay, so we're done. See you on the modeling plate number 2.